Hi, welcome back to E7. We're finally going to Kylos. The blockade is buggered off. We can go. Huh? Music! Oh! Is it a good one though? I mean, you can already tell that it is. Whoa. Whoa. What was that? Oh, just more randomness brought to you by Piece of Pie Software. Fucking... At least it's not as hyperactive crazy as the good old days of 2008. Is this good music? Bloody unkillable enemies. That's alright, it doesn't care. Gonna have to go back to using the proper characters unfortunately, because it's a new area. Except for these. Ah, electric horny. Ah. About as much money as you get from a few battles. Ow. Ow. Cockatsons. Yeah. It's a pretty good one. It's still iron ore. Ashen rock as well. Ashen one. Oh. Zap zap. Ow! Ba 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 ba. Ow! Bloody chesticle. A bloody chesticle. Look at all the ash. What are they even trying to get to? There's no one here. The enemy is all the way up here. Arsehole dodged. I mean, I can dodge, so it's only fair that they should be able to as well. I guess. Let me at him. Pew pew pew. When did Asia become a spaceship? Ages ago. Oh, Nadley flowers finally. Aren't these sheep kind of difficult? I guess not. It turns out. Bye, Dogi. Whoa! Dogi got hit, but oh well. Oh, you've attracted its attention. I'm busy here. Oh. Righto. You leapt right into my attack, kind of. Caught him by surprise there. Oh! Guarding is rubbish. They hadn't mastered it yet. Evidently. Ah. Oh, that was Dogi. Ow. Ow. You sure there's nothing up here? No. Thought it seemed strange. South Altarga City, North Kylos Village. Why village instead of city? England is my city. Oh. Boom. I can have the... I've already got the urn back on. Oh no, it's him again. In fact, you know what? Oops. Wrong button. Just get toasted. Get obliterated, in fact. Oh, there's another one. It's alright, they're actually easy. If you just play properly. There's nothing even over here. Ah! Hello? Hello, hello, hello! Just what I was afraid of. It is you. What? Hmm? What? Yeah, hi. It's nice to meet you again. I haven't seen you in half a year, Adol Christin. Never imagined we'd meet again in a place like this. Where would you imagine we'd meet again? Who in the world? Whoa, it's Geis. What are you doing here? Or Geis, I don't know. I say Geis. Gaze. That would be my line. I've been hearing rumours about a red-haired adventurer all over the damn place. I was hoping they weren't actually talking about you, but I mean, deep down I kinda knew they had to be. Guess we'll chalk this up to fate. Something you should be pretty used to by now. No such thing as fate. You make your own destiny. Hey! What are you doing? What do you say, Adol? Why don't you show me how much your skills have improved since last time? Not a whole lot actually, because I lose my skills every time I start an adventure. I'd like you to meet my new poleaxe. Did you have one in the previous game that you were in? What's going on here? You don't have to do this, Geis. We don't want to fight you. Oh, stay back, Aisha. This is between those two. Let's give them some space. But... drag her away. Just like when we first met. Seems you've already gotten used to the weapons of this land. Dark mercenary, Geis. Which means I get to put my all into this fight. You telling me you didn't in your previous visit? Oh. In our previous encounter. He's doing damage, he is. It's just like East Origin, fighting Epona and whatever. Did you just say aura? Clearly I should have saved some... oh, got saved my finisher move. Oh. Gosh darn. It's actually a fairly even match here. We're both half dead. Aura? Ow. Ow. Okay, he does 4. Now there's no chance. I've learned. Ow! I've learned now. Apparently there is a chance. Oh. You dunzo, bucko. Same as it ever was. Victory theme. Not bad, pretty close to what I was expecting from the man who bested my brother. Who? Good to see you haven't gone rusty on me. Wait, who is your brother? I don't remember. And this energy I'm feeling from you is the real deal, isn't it? He should have the geezer voice if anything. Seems like you really were chosen. at the moment he's just kind of got like not fat Mustafa voice if he wasn't fat. Adol, you alright? I'm about like 3/4 dead. What a violent man. You guys know this brute? I don't really like anything about him, from what I can see. Yeah, his name's Goose. He and Adol have kind of a history. The three of us met in the vortex of Canaan. I think it's Canaan. A while back. I would have always thought it's Canaan, but I'm pretty sure someone says Canaan. Canaan Isles or something. Come to think of it, you are wearing black. What? Oh yeah, you didn't happen to wander into the Royal Palace at Otago not too long ago, did you? What? Are you telling me he's the intruder? That's irrelevant right now. You'll get your turn later. Right now Adol and I are talking. Yeah, let the adults talk. Irrelevant? Given where we are right now. I take it you're headed for the altar at Kylos. His voice keeps getting more high-pitched. Huh? How do you know? In fact, how do you even know about the altar in the first place? Get away. Why does everyone have to barge through? We're the ones who have to move. If you're going to the altar, you should meet with the Eldress first. Go to the highest point in Kylos. She'll be waiting for you there. I have things to do right now, so this is where we'll be parting ways. But I'm sure we'll meet again soon. I mean, just again, good luck. Whatever. Hey wait, get your ass back here, you son of a... In time. Whoa. Who the hell does he think he is? I was just trying to rile him up, honestly. I don't think he actually was the intruder. Man. The hell was he thinking breaking into the palace? Moreover, what's he doing in Otago in the first place? Fuck knows, mate. I'm sure we'll find out though. I don't actually remember. Ah, Eye Splodge. It's the other eye now. As in, remember when I was fighting something, and as the battle was starting I had something in my eye? It's the same day, but now it's the other eye. Great. This is probably the last part I'm recording for today anyway. I'll deal with it later. What the fuck was that voice supposed to be? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Guys, can you help? Whatever, there was only 3 anyway. 3 plucks. Skylar and plucks. Oh, it's dead already. Some more Natalie. Chicken! Or whatever. Antelope. Goat. Rabbit chicken. The ultimate chimera. That sounds like a final boss or something. The ultimate chimera. Maybe in East 10. Apparently they're getting a new engine for East 10, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. I don't have particularly high hopes after Monstrum Nox, because as you might have gathered by now, I wasn't a huge fan of Monstrum Nox. I still enjoyed it. Like, you know, even my least favourite East game, which is East 1, I still like that game quite a hefty amount. But East is going the way of the story. People are saying it's becoming more Trails-like. Trails in the Sky, Trails of Cold Steel and all that. Some other series that they do. Which is a shame, because East was always sort of about all action for me. Light on the story, heavy on the fun. But there's far too much talking now. Like, I mean, even this one has got a lot of talking for an East game. These 3D ones 7 Cell Setter, 8 and Monstrum Nox are going the way of the story more and more each day. What Indigo Wing Bangle? Fuck is that? Is it for you? Maybe. It's for everyone. No, it isn't. Here, you can have it. And Dogi can have that. Pass down the equipment through the generations. Do I want to be up here? Because there's a... maybe a... yeah, there's a cave down there. I'm going in there first. Oh. Do those look familiar? No. Oh, look who's back. Now I have to fight more. Damn, what a shame. I hate the combat in this game. Very not. The biggest lie anyone's ever told. Oh, you didn't have to come over here though. I did though. For my own satisfaction. Oh. Fatty. I don't know why he fell over this time. Oh. Where's all my skill points? Oh, I keep missing, that doesn't help. Right, have we arrived? Wow! I thought those were turning pathways. No, they weren't. Is this how they get their power? From the winds? That's probably quite a good place for it. Windy Realm, Kylos Village. I guess it looks villagey. Well, this certainly looks like a wind village. Guess who made it to Kylos? The air is so clean here. And check out all the windmills. There's a ton of them. It's a little different than I was picturing, but I've got to say it's a nice town. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to live here. I was about to say I wouldn't mind living here, but no, it's too high and scary. Got a giant waterfall, you got heights. Two of my most feared things. As in two things I have phobias of. I don't like big waterfalls. I guess they're not as bad from below, but it's like from above or from wherever. Like if you're at the bottom of them they can't do you much harm, but I don't know, just something about big falling water, especially if it's noisy, it's scary. In fact, it might even come from, like, probably not entirely, but the old King's Quest games or Black Cauldron, the old Sierra games. The water in that was quite often deadly, and I remember there being a waterfall at some point. And it always looked creepy to me for some reason, and it was scary, because you had to like carefully walk past it or by it or something, I don't remember exactly. I remember that in my childhood. Anyway, can't shake what Goose said before, he obnoxiously ran off though. He said to go to the highest point in Kylos, right? What do you mean can't shake? I don't believe anything he says, even for a second. But I mean, we're here, we might as well have a look around. Who knows, maybe they have some really tasty local food dishes for sale. Off-menu windy stuff. What? Off-menu windy stuff? You want to eat something that gives you wind? Guess being a princess doesn't change the fact she's still a kid. Does she look like a kid? Not really. A new warp point added to the collection. Windlepoons. Young man with red hair, with hair red as a flame, so you're the one. Huh? Welcome to Kylos. The Eldress is waiting for you on the village highlands. We've been expecting you. Let me go and see her first, actually. Before I look around for quests, it must be up here. This is pretty high. Perfect. Ooh. Whoa, she's magicking. What's that on her head? Oh, it's a bow. I thought it was a weird hat. I don't remember her wearing a weird sailor hat. Hello? Hello? Excuse me? Yeah, I wondered when someone was going to say something. I've been expecting you. Adol Christin and his companions, who've heard the voices of the dragons. How do you know? How the heck? All I know I learned from the winds that travel to and fro. The winds of Altargo carry whispers of the land, and sometimes these whispers foretell the future. Bullshit, that is. Future doesn't exist yet. Though my eyes cannot see light, my heart can see that which to others is only air. It's one of those anime people who never opens their eyes. Maybe then you could see. But no, she's blind. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Mishera, Eldress of Kylos. Adol Dogi, your Royal Highness. As the representative of this village, allow me to welcome you. Kylos is at your disposal. Oh, thanks. I don't want to dispose of it. It's weird, the multiple uses of words. Dispose means to get rid of, and disposal means, like, use or something. Gotta say, I was caught off guard. Not only did you know we were coming, you also knew who I really was. Heh, guess that just means there's no fooling her. She even knew exactly why we were here. Pretty convincing way to prove that the winds really do tell us stuff. I cannot see everything, of course. Wind sight aside, my powers come from all the disparate energies of Altargo itself. If Altargo does not divulge its secrets, then I've no voice to hear and no knowledge to gain. And with the recent anomalies, in the Kylos region, I'll admit I am able to see much less than before. Oh, so it's hit you too then? I have something to ask of you. Oh, don't answer. I have something to ask of you regarding that very matter. Huh? You have heard the voices of the dragons throughout the land of Altargo, have you not? Would it be possible for you to give me an exact account of how such circumstance came to be? Yeah. Adol detailed his visits to the dragon altars, not affairs, in the various regions of Altargo, and how he heard voices in each location. Thank you for providing such a thorough account. It was one sentence. It would seem the dragons truly have chosen you. For what? Yeah, he gets that a lot, you'd be surprised. Is his presence responsible for them breaking their silence then, and giving him special powers? Yes, only he who hath been chosen is favoured by the dragons in such a way. And as one of the elders of the 5 tribes, it's my duty to aid those whom the dragons have selected. I shall inform you of the location of Kylos' altar. You'll help us? That's great, thanks a bunch. Much more forthcoming than Mustafa. I would, however, like to hear the voice of the Wind Dragon for myself, so that I may confirm something of importance. As such, if it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you on your journey. No, it's not. I've already got too many characters to keep track of. Well, your guidance certainly would be a tremendous asset along the way. Asset. But are you sure? I mean, no offence, but you're blind. Aren't you going to be in a lot of danger? There's no need for concern. The winds will show me the way. As in, I'll be in control of her, so she doesn't need to see anything, only I do. The holy precincts... Is that how you say that? Probably. It's probably not prekinced. Prekinked. The holy precincts of wind are much like a backyard to me as well. I cannot get lost within. Oh, well, you got the right amount of confidence, that's for sure. Adol, I think we should let her come with us. Yeah. I appreciate your acceptance. Oi, you didn't see me nod. Did you feel the movement in the air? Caused by my head whip. The altar is in the tiered structure that we call the Holy Precincts of Wind, just outside the village. However, the number of monsters in the area has been increasing of late. What a surprise. Everywhere. So please do remain vigilant. Okay, we should probably stock up on items and stuff before we go then. Oh hey, I almost forgot. Mishera, can I ask you something? Do you know a guy named Gase, wears black, has an attitude problem? Seems he was in Kylos earlier. Gase. Yes, while I have not met him, the winds have told me of him. They did not, however, detail his personality. He too is investigating various parts of Altargo, though it's unclear what his motives may be. He just wants to be cool like me. Trying to steal Adol's thunder again, huh? What's he up to? He's not out for a leisurely adventure, I'll tell you that much. Shady man, with a weird fashion sense. But whatever, he's gone now, so let's just count our blessings. Come on Adol, time to go check out these holy precincts of wind. Mishera joined the party. Is she any good? I guess I'll switch her out for Aisha right now, she's probably got a ton of skills to learn. 4 of them. Great. And because of my weird ordering of them, I'm going to have to put the most expensive one on 4. Mist, Wind, Ascension. Ascension Sunday. Right, well then. I might as well quickly pick up whatever quests are here. E7. I think there's at least one. Why is there a colon P in this quest thingy? Oh yeah, there's 2 actually. Never mind, I'll do this. Oh wait. Okay, there's one I can pick up right now. Northwesternmost home. And then there's one after I do the dungeon apparently. I'll just go quickly pick this up so that next time... Oh, wrong way! Music spoilers. So that next time we can immediately go to the dungeon. The northwesternmost home. Is there one over here? The windmills of this village draw up water and thresh grain. Without them we could never survive here. Can't afford to have them break down, so I'm always making little repairs. They're really pretty finicky machines. I was lied to. I guess this isn't a home. This is a home. The windmills in the village are all getting old, just like you. Wait, are you old? Jonathan Lee, what a name. That means I'll need to do a lot of blade replacements soon. Tch, I don't have enough materials for that, not even close. It's like they all think I'm made of hides and feathers. You've got a couple feathers in your hat, use those. Hey you, yeah you with the ridiculous hair. Oh great, that's a good way to ask for my help, isn't it? Make fun of my hair. Never seen you before, but I need some help and you happen to be here. I happen to have hair. Name's Jonathan Lee. I'm in charge of fixing these here windmills, and to do it I'm gonna need 10 monster downs. That's not a lot, but it'll be a good start. I'll ask you to get me some more materials as I need them. You'll be rewarded if you help me see this project to completion, of course, so just go along with it, okay? I might as well quickly give him some, because I've got those out of the wazoo. You find all the materials I need? Looks like you brought 10 monster downs just like I asked, thanks! You really okay with me taking all this? It's only 10, probably got like 200. Alright then, thanks. You handed over the 10 monster downs. That leaves 3 more steps, I better get to work. What I need next are 10 thick hides. Do I have those? Looks like you brought 10 thick hides just as I asked, thanks. I am okay with it. Alright then, thanks. That leaves 2 more steps, I better get to work. What I need next are 10 thin hides. The hell? You don't have anything worthwhile here. What I need right now? Okay. Right, thanks for watching. Next time, we will go into the holy precincts of wind. Do some shopping first, actually. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.